They were weaponizing it. Best way to put it.
Absolutely. Yes.
So well, let's talk about that. The weapon, because you were quoted in the USA Today article with regards to Glantz et al.'s work here, and their quote, their analysis was an indefensible breach of any reasonable standard for research on association or causation, close quote. And that's pretty strong.
Well, anyone can understand that a cause has to precede the disease. And in this case, Dharma Bhatta and Stanton Glantz did an analysis and they made the opposite claim. And this is indefensible and inexcusable. And we also have evidence within the study itself that the authors knew that they had done this. They actually mentioned the ages at first heart attack and ages at first e-cig use. So they knew about this information, but they refused to use it.
How do you explain that? I mean, that seems willful.
I don't have an explanation. You would have to ask the authors. I don't want to speculate why they did that.
So this USA Today article, so it was June of 2019 when July. Well, was the article? I think the paper came out in June, right?
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
So the research comes out in June. In July already, you're right there. USA Today, surprisingly, it's a fantastic piece, actually. Really kind of got into it and described also the continental divide is the term I use to describe what's happened with inside public health and public health research. But then after that, it kind of died. Like even then in July, USA Today is talking about the story, basically, Glantz insists vaping leads to heart attacks, even if he first called his secondary analysis that included the timing of heart attacks, quote, not statistically significant, unquote. He now says it is simply, quote, underpowered, close quote, due to the small number of cases. It was his second study in 10 months to focus on heart attacks and vaping using battery-powered devices to heat liquid-based nicotine and inhalable vapor. So, I mean, that, in my 4.5 years now of covering this issue and coming across Dr. Glantz's research all the time, he throws a lot of layers and loops and gets out of jail free cards in his actual research, does he not?
Well, a lot of research is complicated, and we have to, and it's debatable. There's no question about that. Which techniques you use, the results you get, how you interpret them. There's legitimate discussion and debate about lots of facets of research. However, there is no legitimate debate about this study. And that's why we took action and we pursued retraction in the journal.
Yeah, and you had some support from some key people within inside the industry as that kind of built up. And Friends of Actual RegWatch, we find that we've been very happy with the NYU College of Global Public Health. They really are just running with this thing. And they came to the table with a letter in support that was just recently to nudge things along.
That's correct.